Hello, my name is Guyfullofsorrow. I'm making this to kind of explain who I am and, you know, kind of talk about some interesting topics about my music and stuff and what I'm about and what I'm planning to try and get out of this. So if you're interested, please stick around and watch the video all the way through. If you feel like you want to comment on the end or at any time, just feel free. I won't retaliate really to negative. I'll just put that towards my music, you know. So, but yeah, either way. So now to get down to it. So, if you've been paying attention to a lot of the music I've been making, I've been constantly going all kinds of different directions, such as like rock. I've been doing rap. I've done like acoustic alternative, and different kinds of styles and genres. And well, that's just me kind of exploring. I actually don't read sheet paper, right? Never got taught, never got around to teaching or learning, and I don't like to constantly be on my phone. I don't really fixate on it. So that's why I've also been kind of trying to reach out for a team to more improvise into in-person work, into music and anything that I could possibly be involved with. And the goal here is to just upgrade in my life and hopefully lead like my younger siblings and kind of just start something new for my family and everything, something that we've never been involved with. Because like I started realizing things in my own self, like especially after I went by myself. I had to leave and to learn more about myself. I had to be in complete silence alone, and it was the hardest thing I've ever dealt with, but not as hard as losing my family that I've lost and my friends that I've lost, which has all happened in the midst of all that. But I'm not here to bring down anybody or anything, just here to be real. And see, I just sat there and I meditated though, and I kept trying to kind of open up my mind to new levels, to understanding what I really want to do in life, because I had to grow up really fast and I didn't walk the right path, because drugs and and all kinds of stuff were involved. And I was at the age of like 12, 13 when it all started. And now the freestyling I've ever, like the music, the lyrical side of me, it's actually been part of me since I was 6, like 5 or 6. Both my parents can actually say stuff about that. Now I kind of just more started evolving after the age of 13. I started hanging out with people that did make music a little bit, except I didn't, I guess you could say, fit in much. Like I did attract a lot, like, but I didn't feel like I fit in. Like I didn't feel like I was being heard. Instead, I felt like I was being drained and terminated slowly but surely. And this was going on for years, and that I'm not, to be on a real note, I kind of were in and out of like mental hospitals because of it, due to trying to self-terminate, which is not good, obviously. But luckily, no success. I did not want, like now, there's no reason for it, because I know I have more of a reason to be here, especially after hearing the divine within me, which is that, by the way, that little tiny voice in the back of the head. Yeah. It takes time to hear it, because there's a lot of chaos around. Now, so I pretty much started, I was going through all this crazy stuff as a child, and then as I grew up, I started realizing, and so after I realized, I was at the age of like 17, and I was still dealing with some things with heartbreak and chicks, which at the time I didn't know. I was just mainly, I think, looking for comfort instead of looking within myself. And it makes sense now, because now I want to find that in myself and just put it within my music and my success, which is I want to be a musician. And I am a musician. And I will be. Continuously. As you can see, I'm not going to slow down. But at the age of 18, I actually decided to leave. I left and I started deciding I think I want to explore the world a little bit more. And as far as I went, it was Michigan. And that's where you find me now, pretty much. I was living in Michigan for about 5 years. The first time, I think I was there maybe a year, not even a whole year. But I was there like different times back and forth from Ohio, which is where I'm from. I am from Ohio, in this little town called Scioto County. It's not the greatest, and I'm sure a lot of people's probably heard about it. There's a lot of drug affiliation and other things, so go figure, right? But it doesn't make who we are today and who I am. Like, because I have this picture, like, who I am is just a lot of heart. And it took a lot of people and the right ones to kind of bring that to my attention and me figure this out in a way. And that which was in Michigan when I was up there for the 5 years. But yeah, when I was up there for 5 years, I did a lot of alone time. I did a lot of working on myself and building and kind of grasping the understanding of things. And it was this one meditation night. And I was hanging out with some friends, and I'm not gonna lie, I ate some mushrooms and stuff, and it all fell into place. I heard that little voice in the back of my head, and it told me that I need to follow and pursue my dreams with music. And then it freaked me out. It taught me a couple other things, which I'm not gonna get into right now because I'm still kind of trying to learn it out fully. But it said to pursue that way, so I did. I woke up the next day, and I woke up and I felt interested, and I looked into it. I wrote down all the knowledge I learned from it, and I went to my friends the next day. I hung out. We were all hanging out, playing cards, and smoking a little bit of weed. And out of nowhere, there's this glare at the side of my vision. Out of nowhere, it was completely out of nowhere. It made no sense to me at first, but I looked over, obviously, who would? There was a flash of what it seemed like. So I looked over, and there was a little corner of a piano. Little corner at my buddy's, and I was like, huh. I walked over there, I picked it up. I was like, looking at it. I looked at my friend, and I was like, can I check this out? And he was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. I'm like, all right. And I started playing it, and then started making music, like, out of nowhere. I mean, it wasn't the best at first, but you could tell there was something coming out of there, like, beautiful. And from after that point, I went from playing piano, escalating, which I have all on Instagram and on Facebook and stuff like that, because it would be on my old account. I do have 2 accounts now, and one I'm on now. It doesn't even have the blue check mark or anything, because apparently you have to pay for that, and financially I am struggling. I mean, it happens to the best of us, But yeah, I started escalating, and then something in me has been constantly talking and helping me evolve in the music, and it told me to start playing guitar not even that long ago. I think it was last year, and I want to say right around the ending, or begin right in the middle of summertime to the ending. And that's when I started playing piano. So I'm still kind of new into it, but it's just been evolving since then. And I'm still kind of figuring out some more. Like, I have certain techniques that I use to practice. I've been told it's an interesting way to practice. And I was like, well, hell yeah. Wish I, but I don't know how to read sheet music. Never got to it, like I said. But after so long of, exploring, after I've realized, I was like, wow, I am not that bad of a person. I've learned to love myself and accept the things that have happened in the past, to let go of it. because that was my biggest struggle, was learning to accept things that happen, learn from it, and just let go. I couldn't grasp that for the longest time, especially since I had to grow up fast. But it just took that little bit of sacrifice to just like be alone, just completely be in silence and learn who I really am by just being by myself. And it taught me a lot. And that's when the music starts setting into place. Like, music is part of me because of that, and now I just want to evolve with it. And I hope, and been pushing for more, like, I hope to find a team and stuff to work with, because, like, I feel like, honestly, with a team or a group of people that is, like, affiliated with music involved in around them, and that's all they work with and stuff, I could learn more. And that's all I want to do. I love taking in information and learning, but I like to improvise in my own way. And the music, the lyrical stuff, it just ain't gonna stop. It just keeps coming. It's been going since I was a young kid, and I can remember. Like, it's just, I was always doing that. And yeah, I don't think it's slowing down today. Now, when I was up in Michigan, I did teach myself a lot about myself. And after I realized that, I kind of decided, all right, I think I should go back to my family. I was about to, like, be laid off of my job for the season, because, winter up in Michigan gets pretty hectic. So some jobs, they'll start to let go of people when they don't need it. So the people that stay the longest typically will be the ones that keep people that are newer, which I was a newer person at the last job I was up there. And so I decided, I took the time to think and decided to go back to my family to kind of remind myself where I came from, everything I went through. But this time I was able to grasp it in a different manner, with a more open mind and understanding that things do happen for a reason. Because I can't sit there and dwell in it and think of it as it happened to me. Because, yeah, it did happen to me, but it's already written. It doesn't write out my next page. I write out my next page by action and movement, which is what I've been doing with my music and what I'm doing right now. And I hope this reaches out right, because I really am trying. And, yeah, I hope you keep in tune for more music, and I hope that kind of grasps a little bit of what I'm doing right now, and what I've been through, and who I am a little bit. Yeah, I just want to show love, really. I just want to bring people together into a good community and start, working together on making something better happen. Because obviously, as you can tell with what's been going on in the real world, seems a little chaotic in my opinion. And I don't think it should be like that. And what's the main thing that brings people together the most, I feel like, is music. It's a good frequency. It's a good vibe. And that's something I want to be part of and be involved with. And I don't want you to feel judged in my community or in my music. I don't want you to feel judged. I don't want you to feel sorrow. Which I think I'm going to change my name, especially when I find that team or something, or the group of people that is down to grow with me and take me in or whatnot, or get to know me or anything that's down to possibly partially work with me later. I actually started reaching out to bigger artists such as Eminem and Jelly Roll and Tyler the Creator, or all these guys. If you look at my community thing, I don't got really many likes so far, because I don't know. And plus, it feels like my YouTube lags sometimes. It's slower sometimes on loading. I don't understand why, but yeah, I've been tagging people a little bit, like bigger guys, like even Russ. And I really do genuinely hope to work with these guys, because I really like their music. I've always liked their music. I've listened to it for years. And I just feel like something interesting could come out of it. Especially with me being able to relate and ride out pretty much any frequency in music. And see, the plan is though, is to just keep growing in my evolution of music, because I just want to keep bettering myself, and then hope to help others better themselves through my time of evolution. Because that's all I want to see, is people grow. I want to grow. I want to see people make it. I want to make it. I want to bring others up too. I'm not here to bring others down. I don't want to bring anyone down. Like, that's just not who I am. You can, if you know anybody that knows me, go ahead and ask them a little bit about me. Like, I'm just a very kind person, and I guess you could say a lot of people take kindness for weakness. And sometimes it's not like that. My love has just taught me lessons. So I hope that kind of grasps on more of me and kind of my idea of what I've been trying to do. And I hope someone reaches out in any form. If you're on Instagram, I will be on there as well. But my Instagram tag is going to be Guyfullofsorrow 426. 426 is my birthday, April 26th. But either way, yeah. I hope you keep in tune for more, and keep in tune for more music, because it's only going to keep coming and only progress through it. And yeah. Thank you for watching. If you watched this all the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And if you're interested and are a team involved with music or anything like that, or find interested in me in a different way, like you say, I'm open to movies. I'm open to pretty much anything entertainment wise, but I really love music more, the most. But I'm here to be real either way. All love though, through music to the world. Peace.